If your hair gets oily just a couple hours after washing it, trust me bro, I've been there. I used to deal with this all the time until I figured out 7 simple tricks that completely fix my oily hair. So if you're constantly tired of fighting that greasy look, stick around because I guarantee you this video is going to help you out. Starting with tip number 1, and that is to limit conditioner to once a week. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know I say to use a conditioner basically every day. But if your hair is seriously prone to greasiness, I want you to try cutting it down to just once a week. See, when you use too much conditioner, this will actually weigh your hair down and it'll speed up the oil buildup. And so for the one time a week you are applying a conditioner, you need to make sure you're applying it correctly. I swear most guys don't know how to use a conditioner. You need to be applying your conditioner to the ends of your hair. That is where moisture is needed the most, not at your scalp. If you apply conditioner to your scalp, which most guys do, you're adding even more oil and greasiness and moisture to your already greasy hair, and it obviously doesn't need more oil and moisture. You also need to make sure you're using the right conditioner. If you're someone with greasy hair, you need to make sure you're using a lightweight, silicone-free formula. A few good conditioners that I've tried personally are Living Proof Perfect Day Conditioner, Giovanni 50/50 Balanced Hydrating Conditioner, and Aussie Miracle Moist Conditioner. Obviously, you can find so many different good conditioners out there, but these are just ones that I've personally used and have tested. But these conditioners will help keep your hair feeling fresh, a lot more light, and it will extend the time you need to wash your hair, and it will give your scalp time to naturally balance out its oil production. Now on to tip number 2, switch to a coconut-free shampoo. Alright, so coconut oil is literally everywhere, but if your hair is naturally oily, that coconut oil is not doing you any favor. Sure, yes, it's great for moisture, but it is just way too heavy and it'll just add to the greasiness of your hair. And trust me, I've been there. I've used a little bit too much coconut oil. It left my scalp super greasy and just super weighed down. And this oil can actually go in and clog your hair follicles, which messes up your scalp's oil balance. So here is what I recommend to do instead. Ditch the coconut-based shampoo and go for something lighter with ingredients like tea tree oil or salicylic acid. These do a much better job at cleaning your scalp without piling on extra oil. So here's what personally worked for me. When I switched to a coconut-free shampoo, I noticed my hair stayed fresher for way longer. So that means I didn't have to wash it as much. And it really just helped keep the oil in check. So as far as a recommendation goes, I'd recommend Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Special Shampoo. It's lightweight, it doesn't leave your scalp feeling super greasy, and it actually helps with the oil problem. Now moving on to tip number 3, rinse your hair with cold water. So alright, hear me out. Rinsing your hair with cold water at the end of your shower can make a huge difference if you have oily hair. I know cold water doesn't sound, the most comfortable and pleasant thing in the world, but trust me, it will help. You see, cold water will close your hair cuticles, which will help stop the oil from spreading as fast, and it will keep your hair fresher for long. So here's kind of why this works and why it's different than hot water. Hot water opens up your hair cuticles, making it easier for oil to move down your hair. Now think of cold water as the exact opposite. It will seal the cuticles, slowing down the oil, and will actually give your hair a bit of shine, but without the greasiness. So here is how I personally recommend you do this. After you're done washing your hair, just switch the water to cold for about the last 30 seconds of your shower, just kind of as like a final rinse. And yeah, I know it's uncomfortable at first, but you'll get used to it. And most importantly, your hair will thank you later. Now moving on to tip number 4, use a microfiber towel turban to dry your hair. If you're not using a microfiber towel turban yet, you're seriously missing out. Plus they make you look super cool, everyone loves it. I mean, just check out this TikTok I made a while ago. Here's me in the turban, let's check the comments. You see, everyone loves it. You see, everyone's super supportive. Okay, let's maybe not look at those. I don't care what these TikTok haters have to say. These things are way more absorbent than a regular towel, which makes them perfect for oily hair. They soak up way more water and oil without causing any frizz or damage. And since they're like super gentle and soft, they'll help prevent breakage too. So since I do this, it dries my hair a lot faster, which means I don't have to rely on heat tools, which can actually make oily hair even worse. I'm telling you, ever since I started using one, my hair has been cleaner and fresher literally after every single wash. So here's how to use it. After you get done washing your hair, just wrap it up in a microfiber towel turban, and I got this specifically on Amazon for like, I don't know, 10 bucks. It's super easy and it makes a huge difference. Now on to tip number 5, always go for a texturizing powder. A texturizing powder is super clutch if you're someone with greasy hair. And obviously if you're someone who needs like texture and volume. This absorbs the extra oil at your roots, so your hair will look fresher and less flat. Plus, it'll give your hair some volume, which is perfect if your hair tends to get flat when it's greasy. And here is the best part. Most texturizing powders will blend in without leaving like any white flakes or any white like residue like dry shampoo sometimes does. And it is super simple to use. You just got to sprinkle in a little bit out of your roots, work it in a little bit, you know, kind of mess around, play with it, and you're all good to go. It is a super easy way to keep your hair looking stylish and clean without having to wash it all the time. Now on to tip number 6, use blotting paper on your scalp. If you're in a rush or you notice your roots look super greasy, I'm telling you, grab some oil blotting paper. And yes, I'm talking about the same ones you use for your face. Again, if you're in a rush, you need your hair to look less greasy, these are perfect for soaking up that extra oil. They're super easy to use and they're super easy to carry around throughout the day. Like seriously, all you gotta do is just pull it out whenever you need it. Just press the blotting paper on the oily parts of your scalp and it'll literally soak up the grease in seconds. Again, quick, easy, and it'll keep your hair looking fresh. Why not use it? Now on to the final tip. Tip number 7, avoid wearing hats. Look, I know it pains me to say, I know hats are like a go-to accessory, they are for me, but if your hair's already naturally greasy, man, those hats are just gonna make it worse. Hats will trap in that sweat and heat, which just makes your hair even greasier, even faster. You see, what happens is when all that heat and sweat is building up under your hat, this actually causes your scalp to pump out more oil. So if you want to keep your hair looking fresh for longer, you just gotta stop wearing hats, man. So for me specifically, I like to wear hats literally all the time, especially in the gym, because I got long hair, so my hair will constantly just keep getting in my eyes, so hats really help with that. But eventually I made the switch to putting my hair up in like a ponytail or like a man bun, and I noticed so much less greasiness after my workouts. It was just way less nasty. But if you're someone who's like, look man, you don't understand, I need to wear a hat, you're like a hat enthusiast or something, I don't know, for some reason you need to wear a hat, just try not to keep it on all day. You gotta like take breaks, you know, take it off, let your scalp breathe a little bit, kind of give yourself a scalp massage, because even if you just do that, you will notice a difference in the greasiness of your hair. All right, those are my top tips on fixing oily hair like a pro. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe for more hair tips and tricks. Drop a comment if you have any questions or if there's any specific ways that you like to take care of your greasy hair. I respond to every comment, so let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.